to Green-Eyed Starlet. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Brandy and I'm working to create a life worth living through art, movement, and exploration. Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's the last video of January. Excuse me? What? January just blew past us. Like, what just happened? I don't even know. So if you didn't know, this month's theme has been goals and, you know, getting started in the new year, setting out routines, planning out your year. That's what January's monthly theme was. And so today I thought, you know, last video of January, so I figured today's video topic will be motivation. Specifically, how to stay motivated. Or how to get motivated if you're not currently motivated. You feel me? So like I said, we are coming up on the end of January, which is the time that a lot of people start to fall off of their goals. You know, they, miss a day here or there, and then they just kind of decide to stop doing whatever it is they set off to do in the first place. Well, I'm here to say, no, we're not gonna have any of that today. Or in 2020 in general. I want to help you guys stay motivated towards your goals because I get it. I really do. Sometimes you fall off one singular day and that just makes you feel so crappy that you're like, what's the point at all, you know? And I get that. But listen, just because you missed a day, just because you didn't do this one specific thing, doesn't mean you have to stop. Doesn't mean that like everything you had done up until that point is for nothing. You can just pick it back up again. And as we're nearing, the end of the month, you have set all of these goals probably at the beginning of, 2020, beginning of the year. Let's re-examine those goals. Like if you fell off of like one of your goals, then that's really important to observe because if you're kicking butt on all of your other goals and this one goal you just, didn't do at all, or maybe you got halfway through it and you're like, whatever it is, really look at that, reflect on that, and be like, yo, why is this one goal something that doesn't spark me to like want to do it? If I'm doing all of these other things, then maybe you should look at that goal and see if it's something that is truly important to you. Because a lot of the times our procrastination or our desire to not do something is because that thing is not aligning us with the person we want to be. And that's totally fine. An example for me, I posted a video last year about this, I'll link it up above, about having goals and realizing that while they're cool things that you might want to try or might want to do, it shouldn't be a goal that you are constantly thinking about and working towards. For me, that was cosplaying. I think cosplaying is the coolest thing in the world. Like, some of my friends are really amazing cosplayers and I'm always looking at them and thinking like, wow, that is so cool. I love looking at their costumes and all of this. And I was like, you know what? I want to do it. It's not my thing. Don't get me wrong. If any of my cosplay friends want to put me in a costume, I'm there. I am so there. But like taking the time, putting money and effort into creating these costumes or buying these costumes for myself, that just wasn't something that was resonating with me, and that's why I didn't do anything for it. So let's examine those goals that you set. Like I said, if you have only not touched one of them, maybe re-examine if that goal is really important to you. If you haven't touched a bunch of your goals, still, one, examine if those goals are setting you on the right track to be the person you want to be or have the life that you desire to have. And then two, if they do meet, those qualifications, if you're like, yes, no, doing those things would get me closer to what I want in life, then two, re-examine yourself and see like, are you afraid to get to that point? Are you standing in your own way? Are you procrastinating for some reason? Like, what is it? And those are the things that we have to do first before we can start getting re-motivated to do things. I'm sure you've heard it time and time again, you have to be connected to your why, and your why has to be extremely strong. Like me, myself, I put down the goal of getting back in the gym and getting healthy. Why? It can't be just because I want to look hot in a bikini, even though that's part of the reason why I want to do it. My biggest reason why is because I know that in the past I have been way healthier with my body, and I want to have a healthy body so that it can carry me to do things for, 90-something years, well, another 80 something years past this. I want to live to 100. That's just a thing. Okay, now that we've re-examined our goals, we've kind of re-examined ourselves and our whys to our goals, if they're goals that are good for us, let's get into that how to get motivated again. I know what a lot of you might be thinking, especially if you've been here for a while. I posted a video, I don't even know how long ago, called Motivation is a Lie. And basically, the summary of that video, unless you want to go check it out, I'll leave it linked above. The summary of that video was from a Mel Robinson interview that I watched or whatever. If you didn't know, Mel Robinson is an author. She wrote the 5-Second Rule, which is a really cool book, a really cool idea. Again, if you want to check out my video about that, I really highly suggest going and checking that out. I should probably have checked that out before I filmed this video, but here we are. So yes, I know a lot of you might be calling me out like, Brandy, this video is about how to get motivated, but you told me motivation is a lie. And I still kind of believe that, because the definition of motivation is like the desire to do something. And it's so vague. It's so incredibly vague. With most definitions, I guess they're pretty vague, to be honest. But I do understand that feeling, that need to feel like you want to do something or that you're ready to do something. But let's be honest, it's not always gonna be there, and you've got work to do. Especially coming from someone who's self-employed. I don't have a boss telling me when to get things done, you know? And I have to be disciplined and know that even on a Tuesday where I was up super late the night before, maybe I had a gig or I was just out with friends, that I still have to get up the next day and get to work on whatever it may be. It may be filming a video, it may be editing a video, it may be calling people to see if I can, you know, teach yoga classes there. It could be a long list of things for me, because I submit myself to a long list of things. Some days I just don't want to. But I've got to. I've got to find that motivation. And you're probably watching this video going like, Brandy, literally you said you were going to tell us how to get motivated, and basically all you've done is yell at us for the past however many minutes this video has been so far. And I understand. I get it. I get it. I just want you to know that I'm passionate about your success, because I know you can do it. I know. I know you can do it. So, here are my tips. They're not gonna work for everyone. Here's what I do to get myself motivated. Number 1, take a long look in the mirror. I know this sounds like a metaphor, but no, I'm serious. Like, go look in the mirror. Look at yourself and imagine the person you want to be. Imagine the life you want to live. See it, visualize it, and as you're looking yourself in the mirror, know that that future is yours. It is already yours. It already belongs to you. I know that sounds crazy. It's coming from my yoga background, because that's like a visualization exercise that I do for my students sometimes, because it works. It's good for you. It's good for you to know that everything you're working for is going to be yours one day. You just have to stick with it. You have to be smart. You have to be motivated, and you have to get stuff done so that you can get to that point. Once you've taken a good hard look in the mirror, I'm serious, go look at yourself. The second thing I want you to do is put on some music. Some music? Yes, put on some music. That's what works for me, okay? I love music for a vast many reasons. I love music, but when I'm in a slump, when I'm in a funk, when I'm just not feeling it, music is a godsend, okay? Like, it just, yes, okay. For me lately, I'm gonna tell on myself, and I don't really care. So, yeah. But lately, my go-to songs have been Elsa's songs from Frozen 2, okay? Into the Unknown and Show Yourself, they a bop, okay? They're so good. And it kind of, especially those two songs for me, feel like really good, like, come on, girl, let's do it. Let's go into the unknown, show ourselves, be our own missing link. That movie is so good. It's just so good. I've never even seen all of Frozen 1, but Frozen 2, I'm here for. Okay, separate conversation. So find your jams, find those anthems. My songs have been vastly different throughout the years and depends on like my mood of the day. Sometimes it's hardcore rap, sometimes it's hardcore rock, sometimes it's Idina Menzel belting out some Disney tunes, and that's okay. Find your song, find your list of songs, perhaps make a playlist for yourself, because I find that's really helpful to just have a playlist to go to whenever you're feeling like, I'm not really about this. And step 3 goes with step 2, move your body. So like listening to the songs should really inspire you. Like these songs that you choose should move you, okay? Like should actually move you. But then you need to move, because I feel like once you get up and your body's moving, it changes your whole mindset. Like a body at rest will stay at rest. I fully, totally, completely believe that. That is how you get stuck in the couch, turning into a potato. Whew, I'm getting heated over this. Once you've completed your beautiful solo dance party, I want you to sit down and start writing down a list of all the things that need to be done. Do not let this become a procrastination tactic, because I've been there. I know it. I've seen it. I've done it. Don't procrastinate here. Then I want you to go through this list and find the most important item on that list. That can look different for each and every one of us. For some of us, that's going to be the biggest task, the task that's gonna, be the most important thing to creating that life we want to live. For others of us, it's going to be the thing that takes the longest. Sometimes these two things are the same thing, sometimes they're different. I do not suggest looking for the quick and easiest thing to do. The reason why is because you're going to use that to procrastinate again. And the biggest thing for me that causes me to become unmotivated is when I feel like I've wasted my own time, or when I feel like I've failed myself. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it sucks to like disappoint other people, but when you disappoint yourself, it effing sucks. You want to avoid that negative self-talk as much as possible, because it's just not worth it. Because you are an amazing, beautiful, courageous, smart, just amazing human being. I couldn't think of any more adjectives. I was gonna start repeating them. You are amazing, and I truly mean that. So you gotta cut that self-talk out, because that negative self-talk is not getting you any closer to your goals. I can promise you that. And once you have that biggest, most important item off your to-do list, I want you to start breaking that down into even smaller tasks. Again, do not use this to procrastinate. Do this quickly as you possibly can. And I mean as small as opening up a Word document if your goal is to write a book, or if your goal is to film a YouTube video. Things like get camera out, open Word document, write script. Crossing off even those small list will help you gain that momentum you need. It's kind of like the snowball technique for paying off a debt. Going from small to big gives you that joy, that reward of completing things, of actually completing tasks, and knowing that you're gonna continue on to that big goal. And then once you have all these little tasks laid out in front of you, start doing it. I know I've said this a million times. The biggest thing standing in your way is hesitating, is, second guessing yourself, is feeling like you need the perfect moment, the perfect time, the perfect weather, anything like that, you're never gonna get. It's never going to be perfect. That's just a part of life. Perfection is not something you attain, it's something you work towards. And every time you do something, you're gonna get better and better at that thing. So again, if using the example of making YouTube videos, if you wanna make YouTube videos, make some really god-awful YouTube videos. Because that's gonna take you a step closer to making really, really, really good YouTube videos. I'm not there, but every single video that I make, I'm getting closer to. And I promise you, you're gonna look back, a week from now, a month from now, 2 years from now, and you're gonna see that growth. You're gonna look back at those videos and you're gonna cringe. Oh, you're gonna cringe. And that comes to writing, painting, anything that you're working on. Anything, even business stuff. You're gonna look at like some of the business documents or the way that you were marketing things, and you're gonna be like, why the heck did I do that? But I promise you, it's gonna get better. And I think that part actually motivates me just a little bit more. I want to suck as much as I can so that one day I will be really good. I've like fallen down in this video. So yeah, those are my tips, if you can call them tips, for how to stay or get motivated when you just feel like you can't. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a little bit different. Obviously, it was not scripted at all, but I kind of really like how it turned out, which isn't always the case, but when I do like videos that I don't script, I really like them. Did that make sense? I don't know. If you liked today's video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. I post videos every Saturday and you do not want to miss a single one because I love you. And I know you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. I know you can do it. Please leave me a comment down below telling me some of the things that you do to get and stay motivated. I would love to hear because I'm always looking for new ways to get and stay motivated. I'm telling you, try the Frozen 2 soundtrack. It's a bop. Anyways, I love you guys so incredibly much. You have no idea. Thank you for an amazing January. 2020 has been really amazing so far. And yeah. I hope you guys have a great day, a great week, and I will see you next Saturday. Let's bring on February. Love you guys. Bye.